What is going on, YouTube? Levi Adams here with not a PTCGO live. I was gonna say Pokemon Showdown live because I've been watching a lot of Pokeaim lately, but it's not that it's totally not unrelated to a Pokemon Showdown live. So, any of my fans who watch pokeaimmd know that he released a video recently called "What is a Lando to a Stufful?" So he's been playing around. There's a new metagame of the month on Smogon, and it is Chimera, where you basically have a bunch of Mons on your team, and based on the order you select them for battle, that is the order that you choose them in, or like a bunch of different stuff happens. I think it's like first Mon is the type and like the Mon itself. Second Mon gives the item. Third Mon gives the ability. Fourth Mon gives the stats. And then you take the first two moves of the fifth Mon, and then the last two moves of the sixth Mon. So he was messing around with like Rotom Heat, and I knew that I wanted to do fan art for Chimera. Like when he was messing around with his first team, which involved Rotom Heat, Kieran Black, I thought it would be really cool to do like a Rotom Heat, because he said it got Kieran Black's stats. It would be sick to do like Rotom Heat, but like the electricity around it, as opposed to being like in the little oven form, was like Kieran Black form. I think that would be sick. But instead, like midway through the live, he switches over to this Stufful, right? And then that's where he gets the name of the live. What is a Lando to a Stufful? Because he uses this Stufful Chimera to just destroy so many different Pokemon, from Landorus to Aegislash to, I think, there's one other Uber that just got obliterated by this Stufful. So that was sweet to watch. So this is the Chimera I made. The team that he had in the live is the inspiration for everything going into this Chimera, as you will more than likely see throughout. If you were not able to guess, well, I guess if you haven't seen the live, try and guess. But I'll give you a few seconds to try and guess that one down in the comment section below. No cheating. I mean, it's relatively obvious, but giving a few seconds. I guess it would be hard to guess based on based on the sketch. But anyways, so you see me on the screen here messing around with a few different things. I was trying to do like the stitching because I wanted to make a Chimera Pokemon. Since Stufful is the base, Stufful is like a stuffed animal. You know, he has a tag and everything. So I was thinking that it would look best if I did like a stitching for the Chimera itself, to make like all these Pokemon were stitched together. And it works especially because Stufful is literally just a stuffed animal. So the Pokemon that he had were Stufful, Deoxys Speed, Dragonite, Miltank, Kartana, and Zeraora. Hopefully you can see that throughout my art. We're in the line art stage. The line art kind of takes a hot minute to get through, but yeah, making this piece was just like super duper fun. All in all, it was just super cool to to try and figure out the best way to blend these together. I had some fun with the blending modes towards the end, as far as like making a cool picture, like making it look good, making it look semi menacing. I decided to go a little bit edgy, as you'll see towards the end. Did some blood splatters on the Kartana arm. The way I decided to do this was take, several pieces, like some of the more recognizable pieces of each Mon, with the exception of Miltank. I just used like Miltank's legs. I wanted to use Miltank's body, but that just looked way too weird. So I went for one half of the face being Deoxys Speed and the other half of the face being Stufful. I thought that those two faces not only blended best because of their shape, but also due to the fact that they are so contrasting. I thought it would be really good, and since they both have like pretty circular heads, I thought that would be the best place to put that there. I decided to do the right arm of Zeraora, just because Zeraor's arms are instantly recognizable, so I figured that would be a good route to go. Plus, it was the easiest to blend onto a body. And I also decided to go with the arm of Kartana just because, like, I would have to go for one of Kartana's appendages, was my thought process here. And it would either be his legs or his arm, or, like, an arm. And I figured since Kartana, well, Kartana had the stats, so I feel like body might have made the most sense. But it's hard to put other things onto Kartana's body just because Kartana's body is so small, and it would look, I mean, it would look funny, but it wouldn't look, it would look kind of awkward. So I decided to go for one of Kartana's arms, appendages, you know, the things I assume he's slicing most with. And the reason I decided to do that is because it is most recognizable, also the easiest to put on there. It has like the chopsticks on the back, and it's, you know, quote-unquote face, but I didn't think that either of those would work very well given the Chimera that we have available to us. So here you can see me doing the stitching for the Miltank legs. Miltank legs were honestly like the easiest thing to do. One thing I wanted to try and work in somewhere was the item, which was Life Orb, but I just kind of went against it, I suppose. Not for any particular reason. Honestly, I think I forgot about it. And I also thought that it would work best if I went with Miltank's body, but because I decided that Miltank's body looks a little too awkward, I did just decide to go for the Dragonite body. I wanted to put the Life Orb in the center of all the others, was my idea. And again, that just kind of looks goofy. But I guess I suppose I could have like stitched it in there or something. You see me doing the Kartana arm right here. I decided to just go ahead and use a line tool as opposed to a pen tool, mainly because I can't draw straight lines to save my life. But also using this line tool helps me get Kartana's pretty exact symmetry down. While my drawing isn't the most symmetrical thing, it actually looks a lot better than I thought it did. But you know, it helps me get that the more inorganic feel that Kartana has, considering it's like an origami Pokemon. So I was really proud of that going into this. So you can see me, now we're going on to the Dragonite wings. Along with doing Dragonite's body, I decided that doing Dragonite's wings would be best. I want to make more fan art of this stufful, because I imagine it like flying menacingly, like with both of its arms hanging down and its legs hanging, and it's like it's just wings are just kind of fluttering, almost like a bumblebee in a way. But I think I want to have a lot more fun with this stufful, for sure, in terms of making art. But we're approaching the end of the line art phase as we're going to move into color. And I wanted to talk a little bit about the channel. I mentioned in my Score Bunny video that I was going to do speculations on what I think the starters are going to evolve into. That is still coming. I just have been like trying to work through a lot of things, both in my personal life as well as kind of just my personal life, and then there's work and stuff that gets in the way. I'm taking a trip to Japan soon. I'm going to be hopefully doing a drawing every single day. I'll come back to my Airbnb or my hotel and do a drawing and then try and post it. It may or may not have like music or whatever added to it, but I want to do some like drawings of the locations that I've seen while I'm in Japan. I really want to do more drawing on this channel. It's just honestly, it's like an excuse to draw every single day. Doing things like this helps me, like really helps me improve as far as like doing like shading and things. And I think Pokemon is easily like one of the best things to draw to get better, just due to the fact that Pokemon is so like, I don't know, all Pokemon have intricate designs, and just like some of them are more complex than others, of course, but like it's cool to take the anatomy of these fictional creatures and try and like turn it into something, you know what I mean? But so here where we are in the coloring phase, I didn't have any samples pulled up, mainly because I didn't want to pull it up while I was recording, because I didn't want to record Google, because I think that's kind of boring. But Here we have me. I'm just kind of eyeballing these colors. I have reference open on my phone on the side, but other than that, I didn't really have any reference as to what the colors are. And I think I got most of them pretty spot on. I feel like the Dragonite is either like it's a little too. It leans a little towards like the muted side, I want to say, or like a less like a desaturated side. And it's a little too dark maybe, but other than that, I'm really happy with the colors that I picked for our Chimera here. There was something that was really bothering me about Deoxys, and I couldn't put my finger on it. You'll see eventually. It's when I'm doing Stufful's face. I believe when I'm doing the coloring for Stufful's face, that I do go in and I totally just like miss the fact that Deoxys has like blue as part of its face. It has that turquoisey blue color for part of its face. And I was looking at the reference image and I was like, why does my Deoxys not look enough like this? But you will see here in just a few moments that I do finally eventually get it. So yeah, with that, you'll see towards the end I do some cool blending things. At least I think it's a little cool. I go a little edgy with the background. Put a little bit of blood splatters on the Cortana arm. I believe I mentioned that earlier in the video, but yeah, see, that looks infinitely better now. But yeah, let me know what you think of my Chimera down in the comment section below. I would love your opinions. How would you have done this Chimera? I would love to know that as well. And if you battle in the Chimera tier, feel free to send me your teams, and I would love to make fan art of the Chimeras. This was definitely a really fun project, a really cool thing to try and do, just blending 6 different Pokemon together. I feel like I did a pretty good job. It's not like a masterpiece by any stretch of the imagination, but you know, like I said, I think I did well. So again, let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you liked the video, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all those things that YouTubers ask you to do. My name is Levi Adams, and I will catch you guys next time. Thank you so much.